Hello, welcome to the video for the Chainbots NFT platform. So first we're going to look a little bit at the smart contract, and then we're going to look at the truffle setup. And then we're going to come in here and we're going to actually test the NFT platform and mint some Chainbot warriors and pay for them using MetaMask. So first things first, going to do a little techie look at the code. So on my right-hand panel here, we've got the NFT smart contract we're deploying. So it's an Open Zeppelin contract on ERC 721, and we're using the templates that are provided by Open Zeppelin. So very quickly, I'm going to run through this. We've got the Chainbots NFT ERC 20 contract, and we're going to define what we're calling a Chainbot warrior who has a few different pieces of metadata. And this metadata is going to be saved on chain with the NFT. So we've got the skill, we've got the price, we've got the name, and we've got the description. And then we've got an array that holds all of the individual unique NFTs. A couple of utility functions here about sending and receiving. We've got a couple of checks to make sure that the tokens are unique. Then we've got the constructor that defines the token name and the kind of ticker symbol that you would find on most of the platforms and MetaMask and things like this. We got the constructor, the actual implementation of the create function, which defines what a Chainbot warrior is, and this is part of our minting process. And then we got some utility functions here at the bottom that basically describe all of the utilities to get certain data about the Chainbot. So quite useful things. The next thing we've got is we've built a React.js application that uses MetaMask and Web3 to basically load in all of the NFT tools. There's this utility package that has all of the code associated with Web3. So you can see there's all different calls to load Web3, load in the contract data, and pull out various different bits of metadata from the blockchain. I won't go too much into detail, but essentially all of the code is in this utility package. It will be shared in the notes as well. So first things first, I'm going to test the application to make sure that all of the contract works. We've got this JavaScript test using the Chai framework that runs through the smart contract and basically checks, does some assertions to check that you can create and you can delete and you can update the various different fields. So I'm just going to quickly run that before I deploy the contract. And what this is basically doing is it's running a local test. You can see it's running here in Truffle CLI. It ran through the transactions to prove that it all worked. All my tests passed, 8 tests passed. And now I'm going to deploy the contract. So this will deploy it onto the Chainbots platform. And then we're going to go and use this to interact with the application. First things first, I'm going to take the contract account, the contract address, and I'm going to add it to MetaMask. So we'll be able to see our Chainbot tokens in MetaMask. So within here, I've got a test account. I'm going to add token. I'm going to paste in our contract address. Oh, sorry, I need to put it into contract address. And you can see it's detected the CBZ token. And we should be able to add it. And there we go. So now we've got CBZ tokens added to MetaMask. So we'll be able to see these once we mint some on the platform. So first things first, I'm going to use login with MetaMask. And what this is going to do is it's going to create a signature that is saved into the blockchain and basically verifies that this user is able to sign using their identity. So using MetaMask, an account loaded into MetaMask as our identity. The cool thing about this is there's no backend databases required. This is all JavaScript and HTML, and it's all client side. So there's absolutely no backend systems. And this is one of the really cool things about decentralized applications as this new paradigm of features that we're building. You just can host some JavaScript somewhere and use public-private key technology to build decentralized applications that talk to smart contracts. Very powerful things. So here goes with the demo. Let's log in with MetaMask. I get the pop-up here to allow me to connect. So I'm going to use this test account here. I'm going to sign a transaction or generate a signature using the authentication mechanism provided by Web3. I'm going to connect to the site and it blows up. Here we go. So the application is loaded. You can see I have no NFTs in the platform. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a couple of Chainbots. And essentially these are just kind of, novelty NFTs that could be used in some application or some game, in a future kind of iteration of this platform. But essentially, I'm the admin of the account. I want to create some NFTs. So within here, I've got a couple of features. I've got the name, I've got the skill, I've got the price in Ethereum, and I've got the description. So the description is basically all of these fields are what we talked about in the smart contract. As these chain bot characters progress, we could add a hell of a lot more fields. We could have lots of different stats, but in this case, I'm going to keep it quite simple. So I'm going to call this guy chain bot 1. And as you can see, we want a unique NFT. So, that's one of the things about a non-fungible token is they're all unique, but shares, the same kind of structure. So in this case, the name is unique. And as we looked at our smart contract earlier, you could see that it could check for unique names, and it wouldn't let names that were going to be the same. So in this case, we're using some libraries to automatically generate some characters based on that. So I'm going to give this guy a skill of 2. I'm going to give him a price of ETH, and I'm going to give it a quick description. This is a chainbot warrior. So save. Because I'm the admin of this, I'm going to mint the transaction that generates this chainbot onto the blockchain. You can see the fees associated. You can see the data required. So I'm going to mint this, and success. Transaction went through. If I come back to my list, you can see I've got one chainbot created. So I'm going to quickly create a couple more. I'm going to give this guy a skill of 5, and I'm going to give him a price of ETH. And just a little quick demonstration. As you can see, based on our text, we're getting a different character. So I'm going to save this again. I'm going to mint my transaction, and that's created. So I'm going to create another one called Hello Bot Man. I'm going to give him a skill of 4. I'm going to give him a price of 3. I'm going to leave the description the same. So in this case, I've now created 3 unique NFTs. If I come back to my list, you can see each of the NFTs is being created, and you can see all this metadata associated with them. I'm going to quickly pop open the developer console, and we should see the smart contract debug. So in this case, you can see I've loaded all of my bots, and these are coming from the Web3 library that talks into the smart contract, and you should be able to see these guys here and all the metadata associated with them. So these are coming directly from the blockchain. And if I come back into MetaMask, you can see I've now got 3 CBZ NFTs created, and I can send these and I can transfer them around the place. So I could send these to another account, and someone else could become the owner of them. So that's at a high level how the smart contract interactions are working. We've also added a couple of other little features here just to show what this platform could eventually become. The ability to buy and trade and sell these. And you can see that currently the NFT is owned by me because I'm the one who created them. But in theory, I could list this for sale. Someone else could buy them, and we'll use MetaMask and that kind of decentralized platform to trade these. The price of 1 Ethereum is quite expensive for this warrior, but he'd want to be quite good. And you can see me as NFWiz, the guy who logged in with this account, created it, and that's my my owner account. It's on the Ethereum blockchain, and this is the smart contract they're associated with. So at a high level, this is the platform. It's a NFT generation platform. You've seen I was able to log in with MetaMask. I was able to see that there was no NFTs created. I was able to mint a few of them. And then, all the metadata is pulled directly out of the blockchain. We've got the ability to trade these and send these and sell these. So that's pretty much the demo. Thanks.